We are breaking down the latest Detroit Lions news and rumors for you folks today. And in this video, we're going to break it all down. Lions injury report, who's playing on Sunday, who potentially is not for both teams. It's important for the Lions and the San Francisco 49ers in this NFC Championship game. Metallica shows some love to the Detroit Lions. Talk about that. A lot of awards came out nominated as well for head coach and executive and some players. We'll get into those awards. James Houston could be making his return to the Lions. We're definitely going to get into that. Extremely important. Will the problem be on the field for the Lions? Because we need help on those third downs. But let's start with Metalica here. Showing some love to the Detroit Lions. In Dan we trust. Hashtag #OnePride from IG to the Detroit Lions. I love Metallica. It's my favorite band. So my favorite band showing love to my favorite team is awesome. Also, Hetfield made a video on Twitter, I think about a month ago, showing some love to the Detroit Lions and Dan Campbell. So they're rooting for our football team, and I absolutely love it. But guess what? They're not the only one. One half of the National Football League fans want the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl. There's 4 teams left. 50% want the Lions to win it. That's amazing. That's awesome. The Lions are the underdog Cinderella story, and everybody wants the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl. Why? Because we've never done it before, and fans understand the futility the Lions fans been through. I love it. The more we believe in it, the more it can happen. I believe in willing things into existence. So that's my personal, that's what I personally believe. So will it to existence. So question for you, will the Detroit Lions make the Super Bowl? Why for yes and for no? Hey, it's going to be the pinned comment for this video. Take advantage if there's an ad break. James Houston could be making his return on Sunday. AG said he's really close to returning. This is significant news for the Detroit Lions and the defense here. We've been having problems on 3rd and long all year long, and it is just a lack of pass rush on that down. But there's one player who's extremely good on 3rd down and pass rushing. His name is James Houston, and he's been out since week 2. So if he can return in this game and help the Lions in these 3rd and longs, it could be the difference between going to the Super Bowl and not. Every single play counts in a game like this. So hopefully the problem returns. We need him to return. We need his ability on the field, specifically on 3rd down. We definitely do. So we'll see if that occurs. I think he will. We don't really know, though, for sure. But one thing we do know is you need to get game time. With killer deals, last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed, you could stop stressing and start getting fun for the hype that you'll have. It's easy to find and buy tickets for every kind of event in your area, whether that's sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. With their lowest prices guaranteed, it's the game time guaranteed, which means you'll always get the best prices, and if you find tickets in the same section, a row or less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. In the middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is, and if you move your phone left to right, kind of like a 3D live photo, you can see the surrounding area. That's what it's all about. So for me, it's real simple. You plug in Lions Chat to get $20 off your very first purchase. You do that, you are good to go. Again, you go to the redeem code section, plug in Lions Chat to get $20 off your very first purchase. You do got to create an account. Terms due to apply, and it's real simple. You do that, folks, and you're going to be having some good times here. The link is going to be in the comment section description of this video. If you're buying Lions tickets, and it could be, right, the next 2 games, make sure you're using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed. Let's get into some of these awards that were passed down or potentially passed down right here. Dan Campbell was named Coach of the Year by Select Media. I love it. I think he should be absolutely Coach of the Year. Shout out to Dan Campbell for getting it done for the Detroit Lions. Man, it's so awesome to have a great coach. And everybody mocked him when we got this guy 3 years ago, and he talks about the kneecaps. Media was wrong. The media hyped up Matt Patricia, and they poo-pooed Dan Campbell. Media, always wrong. Brad Holmes, General Manager of the Year by PFWA. Awesome that he's been named that. He's absolutely the Executive of the Year, General Manager of the Year. In my opinion, there's no one that deserves this more. What he have done in the draft this year has been absolutely amazing. 3 Pro Bowlers in the first 4 picks. And then you got Jack Campbell, who is really good. So this is amazing to see the Lions getting this type of love, but they're doing a good job. Dan Campbell nominated for Coach of the Year by the AP, so that's the AP one. We still don't know anything, when it's going to happen, but he's been nominated. Ben Johnson nominated for Assistant Coach of the Year by the AP. Shout out to Ben Johnson. He should get it for sure. We're being such a dynamic play caller for the Lions in offense. Sam Laporta nominated for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He did a fabulous job at the tight end position as a rookie, and if it wasn't for the good young quarterback out of Houston, Texas, there's C.J. Stroud, he would probably get it. Jahmyr Gibbs nominated as well for Offensive Rookie of the Year, and just like we talked about with C.J. Stroud, he had a fantastic job, but he's not going to win it because C.J. Stroud absolutely is going to win this award. But I do got a question for you. Will Ben Johnson become a head coach in this up-and-coming season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Ben Johnson right now has been targeted all offseason, and we know this. And the rumor coming out right now is that the Commanders are going to hire Ben Johnson. From Boomer Esiason reports, Washington Commanders will hire Coach Ben Johnson from the Detroit Lions. And this would obviously happen if the Lions lose. Or if they win the Super Bowl, it'd be after the Super Bowl. But that's what it is. That's the rumors flying around everywhere, is that Ben Johnson's going to be the next head coach of the Washington Commanders. This prediction, the scoops is there. Washington can make the announcement of Johnson hire. Lions season comes to close if Detroit wins the Super Bowl or gets kicked out. That's the rumor. And there's only 2 teams left for coaches, and that is the Washington Commanders and Seattle Seahawks. And guess what? We got 2 coaches who have been requested, and that's Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. So, look, it's possible that both them are gone. It seems like Ben Johnson's gone. I hope that this is a wrong report because we want Ben Johnson here. But cross your fingers, maybe he does return. Maybe the Washington Commanders hire somebody you don't expect. I mean, you do got Mike Vrabel and Bill Belichick out there, so maybe they consider that. We'll see. But it's probably likely that Ben Johnson is a head coach. So, again, I'm going to ask you a question. Will Ben Johnson become a head coach in this up-and-coming 2024, right after the Lions are done with the season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Injury report here. Khalif Raymond, he may not play now. It's looking like he's not going to play because he did not practice on Thursday. We'll look at today if he practiced today. But I would love for him to get out there at some point. He deserves it for being on this team for the last 3 years. Sam Laporta, limited practice. He'll play on Sunday. Same with Alex Anzalone. He'll play. James Houston, we don't know. 50-50. We talked about it earlier. Don't know if he's going to play. Chase Lucas, no practice, illness. Doesn't really matter. Frank Ragnow, no practice. It was a rest day for Frank the Tank. He'll play on Sunday. No problem. Wide receiver Josh Reynolds been dealing with some ribs. Limited practice. He'll play on Sunday. Jonah Jackson, no practice, will not play on Sunday. He is not going to be playing, but maybe in a Super Bowl if the Lions make it there. Injury report for the San Francisco 49ers. Nick Bosa did not practice rest. He'll play. Deebo Samuel, shoulder, limited practice. I think he plays in the game no matter what, but he'll be limited. Trent Williams did not practice rest. He'll play. Eric Armstead, full practice. Everybody else there, Greenlaw, Odom, Thomas, and Davis, full practice. They are healthy over there for the San Francisco 49ers. They are healthy for this game on Sunday. And again, if you don't know, Lions are underdogs. The line has not changed. 7-point underdogs. 51.5 is the total over and under. And again, we're going to be live for the game, so make sure you're showing up there. So who do you got winning the game? Do you got the Detroit Lions? Put DET in the comment section Do you got the San Francisco 49ers? Put SF. The Detroit Lions are going to be in all-white uniforms on Sunday, and they've only lost one game in all whites. The rest they've won. This is the uniforms they generally make. It feels like on like Sunday Night Football. Like we've done a lot there. Obviously, the Green Bay Packers game and the Kansas City game. We did the all whites and we're winning it, and we want to continue to win, and everything counts. All whites are a sick uniform. I like it when they do the white socks, white pants, white jersey, and or obviously the helmet is just the normal one. It's not the alternate helmet. But they're going to be all whites on uniform, and that's a really good thing because the Blueberries was worn, and we won. All whites go out there. The only loss that we really had was the Dallas Cowboys, and that it's an asterisk loss. Like it's like, did we really lose in this game? Not really. Not really. Some little news here. Zach Ertz says, he'll see if he'll have to be used in this game. We don't know if he'll play. Maybe he'll have a couple snaps in there. He's still in the practice squad. He should, if he does play, he should be elevated by today or tomorrow. So we'll probably know if he'll get any game time. But again, if he does play, I would suggest it is extremely limited, small amount of snaps. Because again, you can use Dan Skipper as a blocker. No problem right there. So generally speaking, when you're looking at that Brock Wright type of role, you're looking for more of a blocker. But maybe he gets a relatively small snaps in the pass game. Because we did see, Brock Wright does get small amount of snaps, but not a lot. So maybe he plays in that game. We don't really know as of yet, but we'll find out for sure. Folks, we're dropping videos every single day. We're going to be live for the game on Sunday, so get ready for that. It's going to be epic. I'll be on the huge show today. I'm in studio, and get ready for that. If you listen to 97, or if you listen to 96.1, that's locally here, West Michigan. Just look at the huge show, thehugeshow.com, and you'll hear it there as well. With that said, folks, adios.